All right. An unorthodox start to these videos, but I figured it would be kind of neat to show my morning, like from the very start, or almost from the very start. It is pretty much 4 a.m. on the dot. I have brushed my teeth, washed my face. I've already downed a bottle of water. I've got a little bit more of another one. And I've already taken my vitamins. So all that's left is for me to what is it? Gym bag is packed. Got to throw everything into my little lunch box for lunch today. And slam my pre-workout. So let me go grab that real quick and I'll be back. All right. So the pre-workout has been acquired. And we got our little Welch's fruit gummies. So that's 17 grams of carbs to fuel this leg day. And while it doesn't seem like much, because it isn't much at all, better than nothing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, in the pre. Um, this is an older container that I have. And it seems like some moisture got into it, so it was a little clumpy. But it's probably okay, right? See, I'm just trying to get through it. I can't drink it for taste or, put ice chips in it and, I can't enjoy it. I just gotta slam it. Almost there. There's some sediment at the bottom. Oh man. All right. That was rough. I'm sure that was very hard to watch, but we're all prepped. So I'll see you guys in the car. I had a pretty interesting dream last night that I was in I guess I was in the military or something, or maybe CIA, leading some sort of covert mission. And then all of a sudden, in this facility that me and my team were breaking into, there is a zombie outbreak. And it turned into a Black Ops style zombies round base thing. And so I had this laser pointer. And when I would click on the button on the laser pointer, it would shoot a beam into whatever it was pointing at, and it would attract all the zombies in the area, Like it was a monkey bomb, if you're familiar with Call of Duty Zombies. But eventually it stopped working, and I woke up right as the horde got to me. So if that's not a good omen, I don't know what is. But feeling pretty good. Um, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I think I maybe got 4-ish hours. I was just very restless. I was struggling. I was tossing and turning. It took me a while to fall asleep, but for whatever reason, I feel really good. Um, got out of bed nice and early, got everything done, everything's packed. I'm just rearing to go. I'm very hyped for leg day today. I don't know why. I'm just very ready to kill it. And I've actually left at a really good time to where I can actually get a few sets of hamstrings in. We're still going to focus on quads because we still have time constraints. We don't have nearly as much time as if I wasn't working. Uh, I anticipate getting to the gym around 4:30-ish, and then lifting will start at 4:40. So that gives me like a solid hour, like of straight lifting time. So I'd say I'll dedicate 15 minutes of that to hamstrings, get a decent, moderate hamstring pump, uh, and then move on to quads. And we'll fucking kill it on quads. So, what will that look like? I am not super sure. I think I want to do some RDLs though. Like I'll probably do like 1 or 2 sets of lying hamstring curls, then do another set or 2 of RDLs, and then move on to quads and just kill quads. So that sounds about right. But in terms of gym preparation, you guys actually got to see it this morning. Pre-workout was consumed. We got 17 grams worth of carbs in the system. We are as well hydrated as one can be, having just woken up recently. And technically we're not well rested, but I feel pretty well rested. So we'll see how that translates to strength when we make it to the gym. But not too much left to say. The 10-week challenge is going very well. I'm feeling really good. I'm definitely looking more trim, especially in the stomach area. Uh, Now, when the 10-week challenge is over, and the 10-week challenge, if you're not aware of what the fuck a 10-week challenge is, because I keep it pretty ambiguous, it's pretty much just a 10-week time span where I'm aggressively cutting, as I have been, but I don't know. I feel like I've been a little too loosey-goosey with my diet. Like I adhere to my like caloric restrictions, but I think I let myself get away with a little too much snacking and other bullshit. I've been a baby for way too long. Like I'm not being true to myself, and I'm suffering from it because I've been cutting for way too long, and it's time for me to fucking double down and do what needs to be fucking done. Because it's lack of fat loss is never going to be because you're some sort of anomaly who can't burn fat. Or, like, oh, I don't eat much at all during the day. I don't get how I can't. No, it's not like that. It's being fucking stupid. I'm talking to myself here. um, but yeah, so I like to set these like just goalposts just because having a certain time span kind of allows me to dial in a little harder than normal. Um,
In fact, when I first started lifting way back when, it all started with the 3-month plan. That's what I called it. And it was just a 3-month period where I was working out every single day. I had no idea what I was doing. I just started. I was doing push-pull legs, and I was just fucking winging it. I wasn't really watching my diet too much, except for like, pounding protein shakes and all that. But that's how I got my start. So it's a good system to set in place. But yeah, so 10-week challenge is going great. Stomach has thinned out a good bit. I'm ready for these fucking love handles to burn away. I'm ready for everything. I have a newfound excitement for this gut, especially with how well it's going, because of this self-imposed challenge. It's pretty fucking great. I'm noticing differences. I'm feeling good. I feel hungry all the time, which is fucking great. That was definitely my problem prior to initiating the 10-week challenge, is that, like, I'm cutting, but I never really felt that hungry. I always felt pretty well fed, which to me tells me that I'm doing something wrong. So I'm feeling good, and I'm very excited about it. It's only a matter of time, my friends. Only a matter of time. I am excited to bulk. And this time, it'll be a proper bulk. But that's still a good distance away. I don't even need to think about that right now. I've got a long road of cutting ahead. Oh, man. My allergies are kicking in. Well, enough yammering. I am gonna hype myself up. I'm gonna get to the gym here in a minute, and I will see you guys when I'm in there.
If you think our music isn't rock hard enough today, it's probably because we can't turn up the radio and the AC at the same time. The upstates when we play music.
Holy shit. That felt good. Hey, one more of those and I'll be good. Oh.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was good. All right. I think we're good on hamstrings. So I'm going to move on and warm up the adductors and quads. And then I'll probably start on some heavy leg extension.
Your scent maracas smell amazing. Actually, John, most noses call them cane scent leaves. Celebrated Independence Day with explosive city right in first class vacations to serve samples and schedule your appointment. First class halt. That's firstclasshalt.com.
I don't know why it looks so. Something's up the contrast. It is not nearly as dark as the video implies, but oh man, that was a kick-ass workout. And you guys actually got to see a good bit of it. I think the only thing you missed out on was 4 sets of leg extension. 2 sets before the pitch shark squats, and then 2 sets afterward. And then I also did 4 sets of calf raises. Holy shit. I am fucking beamed. I have no energy left. The lack of sleep last night is certainly catching up to me. But, fear not. That is why we were provided with caffeine. I got a strawberry monster energy drink. Okay. I got 2 bags of Quest chips. 1 for this morning, 1 for lunch. They had this spicy Thai chicken wrap. You know, it's gas station food, okay? But the macros were solid. And they didn't have anything else. And I'm pretty fucking hungry, so we had to make do with that. And then I also got a protein drink and a protein bar, just as like a little snack for, at some point during the day. I just keep forgetting to pack a protein shake for work, which is most definitely my fault. But yeah, so pretty fucking good lift. When I was checking out at the gas station, the clerk was like, "Man, that's a lot of healthy stuff for God, what do you say? It's a lot of healthy stuff. Is it like, are you competing?" I was like, complimented. I almost blushed. It's like, no, I'm not competing with nobody except myself. And then he asked me if I liked the Quest chips or not. I was like, yeah, they're pretty good. So, a nice little ego stroke today to start off my morning. But, yeah, I mean, shit. What else is left to say? Big fan of that gold sweater that I was wearing today. Definitely not sponsored. But that thing was fucking nice. It's very comfortable. It was a very good, lifting sweater. So, I'm kind of thinking about cutting off, from collarbone to collarbone. If you watch, Pumping Iron or any of the old school bodybuilders, a lot of them have these sweatshirts that they'll cut off like that, so you can see the traps and the collarbone and everything. I think it's pretty badass. But I also don't want to fuck it up and like just completely butcher the sweater and make it not weird, you know. So I might buy like an auxiliary cheaper sweater and cut that and see how it looks. Before I consider doing that. I mean, we'll see. We shall see. But oh boy. uh, we've got back tomorrow, and then Worms on Sunday. Now, the tricky thing about these weekends that I'm working is that sometimes I find myself very, very sleep deprived because, I mean, I already started off the weekend a little rocky because I got like 4 hours of sleep last night. And then I got to work all day today, 12-hour shifts. And then as soon as I get home, I got to eat dinner, pack all my shit for tomorrow, and then go straight to bed. And sometimes it's kind of hard to like, switch right into that go to bed trigger, you know, like after work, you want some time to decompress, play games or scroll on TikTok or something that makes you feel human, right? But because I'm going to the gym before work, I don't really have that time. So what ends up happening is my sleep kind of suffers because I'll sit there on my phone. I like to fall asleep to like YouTube videos and stuff as much as my fiance hates it. It's just what I've always done. And sometimes I just get invested in the YouTube videos, or I can't find the right YouTube video to fall asleep to, or, a combination of things. I end up missing out on like 2 or 3 hours of sleep. Oh my god. Because you got to think about it. If I go to bed at 9, I got to be up at 4, okay? So that's like that. If I'm asleep by 9, so it's 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 12, 12, 2, 2, 3, 3. That's 7 hours. And normally I'm not asleep until like 10 or 11. So that's more like 5 hours. On top of the entire workday, I kind of set myself up for failure. But, I mean, what other option do I have? I just kind of have to make it work. But point being, because of that, there are some days where I sleep through my alarms, like I'll set alarms for 4 a.m. so that I can go to the gym. But then I'll set an alarm for like 5:45 as well, so that if I do sleep through the 4 a.m. alarm, I'll be awake early enough to get ready for work. And that's more often than not the case. So whenever you see any lapses in, day 17 to day 19 jumps, that's likely what it is. The sunburn that I got is doing a lot better. I feel perfectly good. Way fucking better than Wednesday night. Or I'm sorry, Tuesday night was the most excruciating pain I've ever had in my life. It was like my shoulders were just like bright red. They were so itchy and I couldn't stop itching them, but then the more I itched them, the more it hurt. Oh my god, it was fucking terrible. But thankfully, we're over that and I have learned my lesson. I'm always gonna wear sunscreen if I go out. Even on like my cardio walks in the mornings, I'm wearing my sunscreen. I am never dealing with that shit again. That fucking sucked. This is a reminder to everybody to take care of your skin. Wear sunscreen because that sunburn is not a fucking joke. Holy shit. That was terrible. Oh, but not too much left to say. This is a little bit of a longer video. So I'm gonna let it edit. I'm gonna drink my protein shake and sip up my monster and, handle the workday. So I will see you guys tomorrow morning for back, as long as I don't oversleep.